My old mentor once said that. I never really understood it until years later, and I've been killing darlings ever since. Like with this page, I originally had two key moments, and that was the problem. One moment was pure action, the dragon charging for the sword. The other was a quiet foreshadowing shot for something later. Two climaxes on one page means no climax at all. So I split it and made the dragon going for the sword the only climax. This panel is the core of the page. Zappo fakes throwing the sword to distract the dragon. If it reminds you of a famous scene, then please let me know in the comments. I had a problem with Zappo's design from day one. He has a huge head, like watermelon size. I like it, but it comes with its challenges. Like when you draw him from behind, his head blocks his arm, so the action becomes unclear really fast. That's the downside of designing a character with exaggerated proportions. It's why I started with this pose, because I want it to read well. This pose kinda has to sell the trick. He's not actually throwing the sword, he's pretending to. So the shoulders matter, the spine matters, even the hair. I think it's actually a major contributor to the overall action and readability. If the energy isn't believable, the scene won't work. I spend more time on this drawing than usual. The pink was wrong. The shoulder was too open. His whole body has to sell the action. He has to look like he's about to launch something, while actually holding back. That tension is subtle, but it's everything. And then, at some point, it clicks. The shoulders work, and the curve of spine really pushes the action. I think the hair sells it the most. Didn't expect that, to be honest. Now he feels fast. This is the kind of pose that looks simple when it works, but it's not easy to pull off. The sword wasn't dramatic enough in the last panel. If this is the climax of the page, it needs to hit harder. It reminds me of some behind-the-scenes footage I saw from The Return of the King, the Witch King facing Éowyn. Peter Jackson kept asking for the spiked mace weapon to be bigger, bigger, still bigger, and then even bigger? It must have felt ridiculous on set. But what's amazing is that on screen, it works. Sometimes you have to push scale way beyond normal just to get the right feeling. So I changed the perspective completely. It feels way better with this sense of scale. And of course, I forgot to turn on the camera while inking this page. Classic. So, this is all I have to show. And I also forgot to film the colouring. I really need to set an alarm for this. But I really like how it turned out. The dragon breathes fire, and the entire colour palette shifts from cold to warm. I've separated light and shadow not just by value, but by temperature. Warm, emissive light from the fire, cool, ambient tones in the shadows. That temperature split creates depth instantly, and suddenly the whole page feels dangerous. Well, thanks for watching. If you feel like reading these comics, see the link below.